Hello, Middleton. My name is Veronica Murdoch.
And I'm Mark Hudson.
And welcome to Middleton Channel 2's World News Update.
In the news, chemical attacks in Syria have killed over 20 children and 52 adults, with counts rising. The Russian government claims that rebel forces initiated the attack, but with the evidence pointing towards the Assad regime, both Syria and Russia are facing the fury of the United Nations.
Many witnesses of the attack have reported symptoms that point toward a deadly nerve gas being released. These witnesses say that the chemicals were released via bombs dropped by warplanes. The attack was in Khan Shaykhun, a rebel-held town, whose occupation has served as evidence for many that Assad's forces did commit the terrible act, as they clearly have a motive.
In other news, North Korea has reportedly tested another ballistic missile. We go to Madhu Gowda with the story at the DMZ.
Hi, Mark and Veronica. I'm standing here on the demilitarized zone on the border of North and South Korea, where the South Korean Defense Ministry has identified a medium-range ballistic missile that was fired from North Korea's port of Sinpo, 60 kilometers into the Sea of Japan. It is one in a series of missile tests from North Korea, despite UN restrictions on missile testing from this region. But perhaps more alarmingly, this missile was fired one day before President Donald Trump was set to meet with one of North Korea's only allies, President of China, Xi Jinping. In this meeting, President Trump plans on discussing how to stop North Korea's nuclear program and recurrent missile testing. And now here is Secretary of State Rex Tillerson's response from the White House.
North Korea launched yet another intermediate-range ballistic missile. The United States has spoken enough about North Korea. We have no further comment.
You just heard from Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, who made an oddly confusing and short statement about North Korea's missile launch. He then refused to speak about it any further. Returning to our coverage from Asia, we have news of Burmese de facto leader Aung San Suu Kyi denying any ethnic cleansing of the Rohingya Muslim minority despite widespread reports of abuses. Earlier today, one of our Middleton Channel 2 correspondents had the chance to speak with the leader of Myanmar. Here is part of that interview. What action will the government take to protect its citizens from ethnic cleansing in the South?
I think ethnic cleansing is not going on. I think ethnic cleansing is too strong of an expression to use for what is happening.
The government has oppressing and denying citizenship to this primarily Muslim population, claiming that they are illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. The United Nations recently announced that they are conducting an investigation into allegations that the military has been indiscriminately targeting the Rohingya people.
Moving on to the latest story in the United States, President Donald Trump has taken executive action to remove his senior strategist Steve Bannon from the U.S. National Security Council. Following this action, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joseph Dunford and Dan Coats, the Director of National Intelligence, have been reappointed to the National Security Council.
That's right, Veronica. Many had criticized the appointment of Mr. Bannon in the Security Council, but with the reappointment of those two key figures, those criticisms can be laid to rest. Vice President Pence stated that also, quote, Mr. Bannon will continue to play an important role in policy.
That's it for the news, Middleton.
And from all of us here at Channel 2, have a great day.